So Maddie is obviously out of the shower. Her hair is back brown. It's like a dark brown. It looks kind of black, but it is still brown. And she wanted me to do the little TikTok curl hack thing. So I'll show you tomorrow when it's dry and hopefully curly. Hopefully it stays in while she sleeps. Her hair is healthier than mine, so it doesn't hold in the thing as well. But that's it. Today was kind of a rough day anxiety-wise. Like, I was doing fine, and then I was over at my parents'. I'm helping them pack because they're moving, so I was just helping them like organize stuff and whatever. Did that for like lots of hours, and then we were sitting down to have dinner, and I just like started to feel so panicked. So that was really unpleasant. It lasted for a while. It wasn't like a panic attack. It was just like this big like feeling of panic like weighing on my chest. And I was worried about like driving home because sometimes I get like a little worried when I drive, but luckily eventually it just kind of like wore down a little bit. Now I'm back home trying to like unpack everything that I brought back, some of the stuff that I had left there and stuff like that. So that's pretty much all I got, but not a great. I know that I like normally have anxiety on Sundays, but this was like extra, like X Games mode. So did not appreciate that. So I realized after the fact that the video I posted, that got posted on this date, this Monday, I hadn't talked anything about the death of George Floyd or Black Lives Matter or anything like that. And I just wanted to say that I fully support Black Lives Matter, and that as a white person, I know that I can never understand the struggle that Black people go through, but I want to be the best ally that I can, and I have spent a lot of time trying to educate myself. I've donated money, and I've been trying to just keep up with everything that's going on, and I encourage everyone to do the same. Support people, go to protests if you can, if you feel safe, educate yourself, donate money, sign petitions, talk to the government and your official leaders, your elected officials, whatever it's called. I'm stumbling over my words because it's so much to say and I didn't say anything, and I know that this is like a very small platform comparatively, but just in general, like, Black Lives Matter, and if you don't agree, then you can leave. I really don't care. I don't need to associate with people who don't understand. And like, again, not that I understand what they're going through, but I can see that there is an issue and that there needs to be change. So that's all I really got. I was consuming a lot of media today, and it was like I couldn't put my phone down because I felt like I was learning so much and I needed to like keep learning. And so I know that people talk about like getting tired, and obviously that's even a privilege, like getting tired of seeing that stuff and being able to detach from it. And that's something that I tried to like not do today. I was actively like trying to be on media to keep seeing this stuff because I need to be up to date, and I need to see these things, and I need to be appalled because I'm privileged, and like I don't know. So it's just a little rant about that. But Black Lives Matter. Do what you can to help and support, and listen to Black people, listen to their voices, listen to what they have to say. What I have to say is not as important on this topic as their stories and their real life experience. So my job is not to speak for them, and I am not trying to do that in any way, shape, or form. I just want to amplify their voices. So that's it. So I don't know how to properly say all of the things that I'm feeling right now, and I know that it's not about me, make that abundantly clear, but a lot of this is just like reflection, and I've been doing a lot of reflecting over the past couple days, and like obviously I am so privileged. I have white privilege, I have so many other privileges, like I am very, very privileged, and I've known this, but I think for a long time, even though like acknowledging that I'm privileged, I haven't like taken the time to examine that closer and examine how that affects me and the way that I act towards people and like any of that. And so just like constantly seeing all the protesting and all of the things that are going on with the Black Lives Matter movement and everything, the things that need to be happening right now, like obviously it's a lot to take in for anyone. It's especially a lot to take in for Black people who have to feel this weight and this pressure all the time, and then feel the pain, and then like continue living their lives. I cannot imagine that, obviously. And I'm just trying to like better myself, and even then it's like overwhelming. And so obviously like I know that that's a privilege too, to like not have to feel that weight all the time. And I guess I'm just like bringing this up because like it's heavy, it's a lot, and it's exhausting. And so like obviously like I'm so sorry to Black people and to people of color, in this instance Black people especially, just that you have to carry that weight with you all the time, and that I haven't been a good ally, and that I haven't been better, and I want to continue to learn and to continue to educate myself and make myself the best ally I can be. And I know that that's not easy, and I know that that's going to be really tiring, but these people go through so much more. So like, what, there's not an excuse. And I know that I will have shortcomings and that I'll fail and that I'll do the wrong thing and say the wrong thing. And I just hope that I can be big enough to admit that, to move on, to not get defensive, to apologize, and just like learn from my mistakes, because I can look back and see things that I've done that have not been being a good ally. So yeah, right now I'm just trying my best to educate myself and text the numbers that I can, just like do what I can to be a good ally. So I've talked about this for 3 minutes now, and my voice isn't what you need to hear. Listen to Black people's voices. That's what I've been trying to spend most of my time doing. Surround yourself with the voices of Black people, their stories, and take your time to amplify them and listen to them and understand. And yeah. Okay, so I just rewatched a clip that I just took, and something I forgot to say is donate. If you have the means, please, please, please donate. I've donated multiple times. I will leave stuff linked below of places you can donate. I'll also leave just resources of like how you can educate yourself, how you can support Black Lives Matter, how you can contact people to help make changes possible, and whatever resources that I can. Donate. It's a really big thing, and yeah, I think that that is just, yeah, something. It's really hard because I feel like I'm not doing enough, and so I'm trying to just like do as much as I can, and yeah, that's all. I know that what I say, I'm gonna forget things and it's gonna be a mess, but it's better than saying nothing, and I am trying, so I'm doing my best, and I hopefully will keep getting better, and that's all I can hope for. So okay, bye. My acne is doing all of this, but it's fine. You live your life, it's fine. I don't really know what to say about today. I, again, spent a lot of my time just like trying to keep up to date with what's going on and just trying to keep it in the forefront of my mind. And I saw this thread on Twitter that was a bunch of videos of just like proof that the police are inciting a lot of the violence that's happening at these protests, and like these people are being peaceful and the police are not. And there's literally, it was like 160 some odd videos, and it's like obviously hard to watch. It's hard to watch these people standing up for what they believe in and being punished, like for what? Because these people are like power hungry and think that they're God. Like, yeah, it's really hard to watch, but I would highly encourage anyone to take the time to look at that, because if you know people, or if even yourself, if you think like, oh well, it needs to be peaceful and the police blah blah blah, like, you need to see that that is happening too. And from what I can hear, a lot of people think that like older people who get their news from the news and from like online resources aren't seeing these videos because they're like more likely on social media. So share it. It's hard to look at, but it's important to make yourself, because you need to be aware of these things. And that's kind of what I've been working on. So that's all I got. I'm not a fount of wisdom. I'm just trying to share what I'm doing and how I'm trying to be a better ally. So that's it. Bye. Call out people you know making racist or ignorant posts. I just did that this morning. I sent an entire paragraph, like essay basically, of all of the things that I found issue with in the post that I had seen. And it wasn't an attack, it was just explaining like, hey, what you posted is not okay. This is why it's not okay. I am trying to educate myself, and I just wanted to like let you know. I also know that you feel strongly about this because I've seen your posts in the past. Like, what do you suggest is a better option for what's going on then? Because the post that I saw was complaining about protests and riots and how it's inconvenient for the general public and it just makes them look bad. And so I ended my reply with just, what do you suggest people do instead? How do you suggest they face this injustice? And the only reply that I got was, all right. That was just the word. That was just the reply I got. One word, all right. And it's not that I'm trying to pick a fight, but I genuinely ask those questions. Like, I would like to know what this person thinks an alternative is. So I said, okay, well, that's not an answer to my question, but okay. And I'm not like being like, oh, I feel so proud of myself, but just like call people out, because like she didn't have something to say back. I'm waiting for a response right now. Maybe I'll get something, but right now I haven't gotten anything. Sometimes they haven't thought through their arguments entirely, so I don't know. It's hard to do. I was scared to do it, but like I've seen this for too long. And a lot of people have just suggested like getting rid of those people from your feeds altogether. Like, it doesn't matter if you went to high school with them, it doesn't matter how you know them. Like, cut that out of your life if you can, and if you can't, address it. If you're willing to take the time to try and address it and see what happens of it. And then if that doesn't work and it doesn't help, then maybe it's time to cut them out of your life. So we went to a little protest tonight, and when I say little, I think it was just just people lined up on the street, kind of on the sidewalk, just kind of holding up signs as cars passed by. But it was really, really nice and like reassuring, because there were so many people like honking and waving and just like agreeing with the message as we were holding up our signs for like Black Lives Matter. So it felt good to like actually go do something, and that was something that I was like super afraid of. So I'm definitely open to doing that again if I can. So yeah, that feels good to like have like done something. I don't know, like I know that donating and like signing the petitions and links and sharing stuff is all like doing stuff, and just like the internal work of like thinking about this so much is also doing stuff, but it just felt like more like tangible, I guess. So that was nice. But that's all I got. Bye. Like, it was peaceful, obviously. Like, I'm pretty sure most of these are peaceful until they aren't. And yeah, it was totally fine the entire time that we were there. So yeah, just wanted to share that.